Hello, good day, beautiful people. I am the Inspirational Lady Noble 365 Tarot. Welcome to my channel. I greatly appreciate you being here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I trust you will love this vibe. And everything you need to know about me is in the description below. This will be past or future, you or someone around you. So take a resonates and leave the rest for someone. This is a general read. This is not a personal read. If you like a personal read, check out the description below. I'll hook you up with doing so. Tarot is a tool. It is not the final rule. Okay. The first card that we have here is growth. And as I hold the card growth, the message of spiritual growth comes to mind, comes to my heart here. Spirit is saying that there is someone who is desiring more spiritual growth in their life. You could be someone who is acknowledging that there needs to be some kind of change. And Spirit is saying the growth that is needed is spiritual growth. Spiritual growth that will allow you to have a consistent connection to the divine without wavering in your faith. Now, we are all spiritual beings, but I said, spiritual growth that will allow you to have a connection to the divine without you wavering in your faith. So, this spiritual growth will create a form of consistency, will keep you in alignment, will assist you in different ways, Spirit is saying, of how to stay in proper alignment, of how to keep the faith, of how to be still when the storm is brewing around you, of how not to become so anxious or full of anxiety when you hear about changes. So this growth here is talking about having spiritual growth in your life, collective. So there's a need for you to reflect and consider, on working on being more confident and practicing different ways that will assist you in not wavering in your faith whenever you're experiencing anything that you feel may be challenging. Now, we are already naturally spiritual beings in one way or another, but we understand that duality exists in all things, okay? So, when I say spiritual being, that can represent many things. But I said divine, your connection with the divine, okay? With the most high white light source God, divine creator, okay? So there's a need for you to maybe do grounding work, do meditation, affirmations, do some journaling, getting out into nature, maybe buy some plants from your home. There's a lot of things you could do. You can do some chanting. You can create your own chant, your own affirmations. I think I said journaling already, but also, maybe start to do some dancing and move your body around, move those different signature points of the anatomy that will intrigue and allow you to remain grounded and fine tune your spiritual connection. Once again, they're saying with the divine. So the growth that you are desiring, basically, they're saying it requires for you to tap into increasing your spiritual connection with growth here. Okay. All right. And the next card we have here is reflection. And so as I hold the card reflection, this card here is speaking of you, the reflection that you see in the mirror. Many are unable to look at themselves in the mirror. There are some who can look for a few moments, and there are some who don't mind, okay, at all. They could stare forever for days, okay, and it's okay. So there's a need for you to work on your spiritual growth in connection with the divine so that you're able to tolerate and be able to look at yourself in the mirror, be able to look into your windows of your soul and not become irritated or disgruntled at what you see. So the more that you work on your spiritual growth and development in whatever way that you feel or find that works for you, collective, you will be able to look at your reflection and honor what is looking back at you and honor all of you. And we're talking about image, we're talking about aesthetics, we're talking about whatever you see when you look at your image in the mirror. I'm seeing someone who possibly stares in the mirror and possibly becomes the worst critic of themselves. Maybe you criticize what you see. Source is saying we are all uniquely, individually, divinely created, and everything about you is beautiful. Everything about you is wonderful. There is no need for you to criticize yourself and want to overly perfect the image that is being reflected back to you, because every part of your being, of who you are, represents something. If you have scars on your body or wounds, those scars or wounds stand or represent something that may have occurred. But Spirit is saying that there's a way for you to harness your energy, your power, and who you are wholeheartedly, and learn to nestle and saturate yourself, in your aura, in your energy, learning to love you and be more confident. So we have spiritual growth, and reflection here is speaking about confidence, being confident in what you see, and learning not to be your own worst critic when you look in the mirror. Growing to a point where you can look at your reflection and not become irritated or want to turn away, male or female. You are beautiful the way you are. You are perfectly fine the way you are. We all are uniquely, individually, divinely created. And it's time for you to love and respect and admire yourself. Yourself, all of you. Doesn't matter what your body shape or size is, does not matter what your skin color is, does not matter who teased you and told you you weren't beautiful or handsome, but everyone matters and everyone holds value. And so with both of these cards, they're speaking about value of self, and also your existence, spiritual growth, and confidence. Okay. So both of these go hand in hand. Your confidence will increase the more you work on your spiritual growth. And the more you work on your spiritual growth, it will increase your confidence, vice versa. So this is very beautiful. I love it. I love it. Okay. So work on that. Maybe you want to do your affirmations in the mirror. Maybe you can start doing that. And the more you do it with momentum, maybe you'll gain an interest to look at your image in the mirror a little more longer. This reading is specific for someone. This is about self-love. Okay. Self-love. You don't have to be afraid of the image that you see in the mirror. Maybe you are someone seasoned. Maybe you are someone middle-aged or well-seasoned, okay? A very wise one. And maybe you're very critical of yourself, because of your age. Spirit is saying you are beautiful. You are the same person you've always been, okay? Age to perfection like fine wine, okay? Isn't that beautiful? What a beautiful message. Age to perfection like fine wine. Ooh. Yeah, you are beautiful. Know that you are beautiful. When I hold the Fool card, I think of confidence, Smile at yourself, say positive affirmations about yourself. Speak over yourself, If you're interested in reading a scripture over yourself each and every day, there are scriptures in the Bible, if that is something you're interested in, that speaks of confidence, okay? Oh, there are scriptures in the Bible that speaks of confidence. One second, collective. Okay, wait a minute. I'm gonna have to get me a bigger. So yeah, you have to speak over yourself. Yeah, Psalms 11, Psalms 27, Psalms 31. Okay, there are scriptures in the Bible that speaks of confidence. Okay, you can do meditation. There's a lot of things you can do. Spiritual baths as well. Okay, to assist you with this. There are a lot of scriptures in the Bible that teaches you or that can inspire you, about growth. Okay. And as I was speaking of the growth card here, I was saying that you need to work on having a spiritual connection with the divine, okay? So that your faith won't be wavered when you're in different situations. Psalm 77, okay? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Psalms 138, if you have a problem with looking at that reflection in the mirror, okay? All right. All right, they wanted me to share that with you. Okay, I had to get my text there. They wanted me to share that with you. So it's time to work on having courage. To do the things you love and live the life you want to live. Okay. You want to know how people become successful and happy, and you see people. I'm picking up on someone who see and observe. You witness people living their best lives. You have seen people in this energy. Hoo-hoo, woo, yeah, hanging out the window kind of energy, doing cartwheels. That let's go bungee jumping kind of energy. It's confidence. It's confidence. It's growth over time. Loving what you see in the mirror, loving your image. It doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter about your aesthetics, okay? Who cares who teased you? You are beautiful or handsome the way you are. Love every part of you. But there's a strong need for you to work on those affirmations. You can create your own if you desire, okay? And so this information is coming to you with the chariot energy to assist you for your highest good, okay? There are no other intentions on this channel but to assist you and intrigue you in finding a spark within yourself and pivot in your own direction at your own timing. That is best for you, not for me. There are no other intentions of any messages delivered on this channel. Thank you kindly. That's for someone who needs to hear that. Okay. Yeah, so you witness people with the backpacker of swords. You witness people in this kind of energy. Woohoo! Yeah. The kind of to hang out the window, risk takers, people that, live a life and you may say, ooh, that's risky. I don't see how they have the courage to do that. It's confidence. It's confidence, collective. It's very important. You need confidence in everything you do. It's like motivation to keep going. It's like your oomph, you'll go get them. Your why. It's your why. It's your oomph in everything you do, especially if you are desiring security, to feel secure within yourself, financially, emotionally, or spiritually. Okay? So work on that. Do them affirmations in the mirror so that you'll be able to look at your image, and not run away from what you see. And yes, the body, this is just an avatar. It will change over time. It will change. Our smile, our hair, our skin. So what? Embrace it. And when I say so what, embrace it. And still continue to love who you are. Let no one steal your light or steal your shine or make you feel that you're not beautiful. If there is anyone around you who is tearing down your spirit, trying to make you feel some type of way, you know where I'm going with this. Well, it's time for you not to deal with those people, okay? If there's anyone who's trying to force you to be in the energy of the Nine of Swords, we know clearly this is someone who wants you to be full of worry. And this is someone who wants you to experience some form of suffering. You're trying to move on. You're in this van trying to move on. But if someone is speaking disrespectful, trying to body shame you, make mockery of your image or who you are, they're sending that negative energy. That is someone who is desiring to see you in a negative space or place, especially mentally. They want you to have low self-esteem. They want you to not be confident in yourself, okay? And they are only revealing how they feel about themselves. When people want to intentionally hurt others, they are simply revealing how they feel about themselves. Okay? So continue your journey of life and do it with love and confidence. And love all of you. As you get older, as you get wiser, as you grow, as you make mistakes, whatever, as you meet new people, as you have new experiences. Source wants you to continue to enjoy the journey of life. Okay? Later.